Greetings and salutations and welcome to Hockey TV and our coverage of the Soo Eagles, the Rayside Balfour Canadians of the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League. Scott Nason broadcasting from Pullar Stadium here in Hockeytown, USA, as we have a key West Division contest, just 6 games remaining for the Soo Eagles in their fight for third place in the West Division, as they are set to take on the second place Rayside Balfour Canadians. Our cameraman tonight, Rob Horn, and joining us once again, back on color. Color me, Larry. Color me thankful for you filling in for me, Larry, as I was out of town for a couple weeks due to a work commitment. I had a chance to watch you and Rob a bit on Hockey TV. First of all, thanks for covering, and
you're welcome.
Glad to have you back.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad to be back.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, great. Great to have you back. Now I can relax up here.
Yeah, a little less intense there when you're the color guy, but hey, you're the best in the league, and that's why we have you here for a reason, not just your good looks, Larry.
Oh, thank you.
As the Soo Eagles down to 6 games here, Larry, in the regular season, and they have a big weekend set here at Pullar Stadium. It's military weekend. You'll notice the Soo Eagles will be wearing their replica military jerseys, very sharp-looking jerseys this year.
Yes.
And it's also Parents' Weekend here at Pullar Stadium. We've already had a chance to talk to a couple of the parents. We talked to Lenny Lamberti as we were walking in tonight, as well as the Praisners were just up here. And always a big weekend for the parents and a big weekend on the ice for the Soo Eagles, Larry, because they need to win some games if they want to stay in third place. Currently tied with Blind River with 6 games left. And what does third place mean in the NOJHL West Division? Well, first and foremost, you avoid that first-round best-of-3 matchup, which would be against Elliott Lake, and you would avoid the Soo Thunderbirds, at least in the next round if they were to get there. So Eagles obviously have a lot to play for here tonight.
You're right. You know, also, mathematically, the Eagles could end up in second place. They have Rayside here tonight. Sunday they go back to Rayside and play them again, so they could take 2. They got a chance of, depends how well they do now. The rest these last 6 games, they can end up in second spot. Like they shoot for second and get third. But that's what they're battling for. That's what I think. So this whole weekend, besides Parents' Weekend, Military Weekend, every game is a 4-pointer. Put it back that out there again. 4-pointers. That's what we have.
Soo Eagles enter tonight's game, as I mentioned, in third place, Larry, 53 points, tied with Blind River. However, the Eagles do have the tiebreaker on the Beavers due to more wins, as they have 25 wins, whereas Blind River has 23. So that could come into play if those teams obviously finish tied. Rayside Balfour in second place, 61 points. So they are 8 points ahead of the Eagles, Larry. But like you said, if the Eagles would sweep the weekend, they could be potentially just 2 points behind Rayside Balfour, so that one is not out of the woods. And the Eagles have had success against Rayside, defeating them the last 2 times, despite losing the first 4 times this year.
Yes, you're right. Now, another thing is Rayside, they're down to what?
They have 5 games left.
5 games left, yes.
Soo Thunderbirds in first place. They're going to win the West. They're going to win the NOJHL's overall point mark with 79 points. And then out east, we're going to see our final Eastern team come in tomorrow night, the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. You want to talk about a dogfight in the East. Hearst, first place, 67 points. Kirkland Lake, Timmins, second place. And Cochrane tied with 63, and Powassan with 60. So any of those 5 teams could finish first or fifth. It's really going to come down to the wire. What an incredible race out there.
Really, it is, yeah. And one of them, which one is it now, has the Dudley going there?
That would be Cochrane.
Cochrane, there you go.
The Crunch, so they're guaranteed to be in. And speaking of playoffs, Larry, let's talk a little bit about the playoff format, as the top 5 teams in the East and West in the NOJHL will qualify for this year's postseason play. Round 1 will run from March 8th through March 13th and will feature the number 4 and number 5 seeded squads in each division, competing in a best-of-3 play-in Survivor Series, with the winners of each moving on to the divisional semifinals. So the Eagles would finish in 4th place. They would take on Elliott Lake in the best-of-3 starting here at Pullar Stadium. Round 2 will start on March 15th through the 27th, which will feature the 4 best-of-7 series. So, for example, in the West, the Thunderbirds would take on number 4 and number 5, and then you'd have 2 versus 3. So potentially, Larry, this could be a best-of-7 matchup in the West Division, Rayside and the Soo Eagles.
You're right. Yes.
Thank you. That's all you got?
Hey, you're doing it all. That's why. Hey, you're gone for 2 weeks. You take over for a while here now.
Looking at the schedules, Larry, and I printed out both Blind River and the Soo Eagles schedule. Eagles again tonight against Rayside Balfour, tomorrow night at home against Kirkland Lake, and then at Rayside on Sunday. And then next weekend they have 3 straight games. Starting here, a game we'll be doing our regular season finale on Friday, March 1st against the Sioux Thunderbirds. Eagles will be at the Rhodes on March 2nd, and then the final game against Elliott Lake. So, you look at those 6 games, Larry, not a real easy schedule for the Soo Eagles. 3 at home, 3 on the road, but you're playing the Thunderbirds twice, Kirkland Lake, along with Rayside Balfour twice. So it's not going to be easy for the Eagles.
Now, Elliott Lake is in Elliott Lake, that game?
Correct, yep.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going to happen up there. They had some roof problems with snow there, so we're not sure how many games will be canceled or changed or whatever.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Larry, tonight's Blind River Elliott Lake game has been canceled, so the Eagles will at least be still tied for 3rd place, whatever they do tonight. And you look at Blind River's schedule, they'll take on Kirkland Lake on Sunday. Then they'll have a makeup game against the Sioux Thunderbirds on Tuesday. And then they're going to have 3 games, and they're going to have to make up that other game against Elliott Lake. So
they did that.
No, that would be the one tonight that got postponed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm thinking of.
So you're going to have a lot of games for Elliott Lake, or rather Blind River, in the final week of the season. So, hey, Eagles control their own destiny, Larry. They win. That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, control your own. Don't count on anyone else. Put the puck in the net.
If you are watching tonight, first of all, thank you for joining us on Hockey TV. And one of the things we like to do here is have an interactive broadcast and correspond with some of our folks on Twitter. And you can do that by tweeting me at snason2013. Already have some hellos. Want to say hello to the Blair family, as Myron and Sherry Blair, Brendan's grandparents, they're watching from snow-free Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
As Tom is here, I believe, tonight. Tom and Mrs. Blair. Want to say hello to the...
Carla,
thank you. Also want to say hello to the Parrott family watching tonight from southern Michigan. Also want to say hello to Patty Lanning watching tonight. She says, we missed you, but Larry did a great job. So there
Thank
you go,
Patty.
Larry. Getting a lot of love here on Hockey TV.
Now, you said we had Pat Praisner and his wife Blanca up here, and Pat has his other son over here also at the game, Sebastian. Now his short nickname is Sab. And now when Praisner parents are not here, Raph stays with Uncle Danny and his wife Joy, so Auntie Joy. That's where he lives on the Canadian side. Just want to say hello and let those people know that we appreciate what they're doing for Raph.
Yeah, we not only invite Soo Eagles friends and family and parents. The Quins are over here saying hello.
Them.
But we also invite the visiting fans to
We're going to have to
tweet
shoot in on some
go.
people over there.
Larry, what's that? Do you hear a humming sound in the background?
Yes.
It's really, yeah.
Okay, there's some of the parents right there. I see up in the red there. That's Raph Praisner. Oh, we're losing light here
there
now.
you go,
okay.
Larry. Let's get to the
pull her back.
scratches
You do
tonight
it.
for the Rayside Balfour Canadians not dressed tonight, including number 3, Tegan Dumont, number 17, Giordano Biondi, and number 67, Brandon Atkins, along with goaltender number 1, Ryan Teddy.
Correct.
Thank you. For the Soo Eagles, players not in the lineup tonight include number 3, Richard Bolware, number 9, Nathan Solis, serving a suspension.
7 of 7 is his last one tonight.
Number 10, George Orfanos, along with goaltender number 1, Alex Allison. Starting in net for the Eagles tonight, number 29, Shane Brancato. And starting for the Rayside Balfour Canadians, number 30, Sebastian Plamondon.
They're giving that Bowen kid a rest day. That's his dad that broadcasts for the Maple Leafs.
Joe Bowen, yes, has been a participant of our local sports show, The Game, which you can find at thegamesportshow.com. Nice little segue there. Larry, we're going to take a break here in the pregame show, as we will have the starting lineups from Bob St. Peter. We'll have the national anthem sung by Dan Kinney. And then we'll have the start of tonight's West Division clash between the Soo Eagles and Rayside Balfour Canadians here on Hockey TV. There you have it, Larry, our starting lineups, national anthems, and officials, and we are set to get underway here at Pullar Stadium. The Soo Eagles and Rayside Balfour Canadians meeting for the 7th time this season. Eagles have won the last 2. Rayside Balfour has won the previous 4 before that. And, well, Eagles tied for 3rd place with Blind River. Blind River will not play tonight due to a roof issue in Elliott Lake, so Eagles have a chance to make some ground up, or I should say extend their hold on 3rd place.
You're right, yes.
So here we go, the Eagles in their military uniforms here on Military Weekend, and we are underway here at Pullar Stadium. The Eagles will be going left to right as seen on your video monitor. Now the Canadians with the puck at center ice. Dupuis deflects it in. Now in front, chance for Rayside, a shot and a save there. Rebound, another save. That one might have hit somebody in front. All sorts of commotion in front of the net for the Soo Eagles.
They got it out now.
Shane Brancato in net for the Eagles as they shoot it in, and Pozzebon makes the save. So a good start for the Canadians, 29 seconds into this one. Give our hellos here, Larry, as we had some sound issues here in the first, in the pregame show. So you can find the pregame show on the podcast at thegamesportshow.com. Want to say hello to the Blair family, Tom and Carla here at Pullar Stadium. Want to also say hello to Myron and Sherry, Brendan and Blair's grandparents watching from Fort Lauderdale. We'll get to some other ones here on our next whistle. Now puck behind the Eagles' net. A little tough to pick up these Eagle numbers.
Yeah, white on yellow and whatnot.
Now here's Quinn with it. Quinn up to Jensen. Now Clark has it for the Canadians. Puck taken by the Eagles in their zone. Now it's center ice. Clark passes it over. Now Leishman over his stick and down the ice. And we'll have an icing call. It'll give us a chance to say some hellos. We had a chance to see Lenny Lamberti here at Pullar Stadium along with the Praisner family, Pat and Blanca.
Blanca, right.
Want to say hello also to Kayla Parrott and the Parrott family watching tonight from Southern Michigan. Want to also say hello to Patty Lanning, Hawk, all watching the game in Arizona, along with Maria Lamberti. You're the ones that told me we didn't have any sound on there. A little cord issue. You guys had no issues while I was gone, I'm sure, right?
Oh, yeah, we had some. You got your phone was ringing.
Yes, it was. That will be an icing call. They'll keep the face-off or bring the face-off back in the Canadians' end.
There was a late hit there by the Rayside Balfour Canadians after the whistle blew right down by their bench.
Eagles at home tomorrow night. They'll take on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. We'll have to call that one starting at the pregame show around 6:45. Then the Eagles will be on the road Sunday in Chelmsford to take on these same Canadians. Now puck behind the net. Pozzebon on the near side to Folk. Folk will try to clear that out of the zone. He does. Here's Sare, cross the blue line. Now Sare, shot, deflects wide, rebound in front. Back to the point, quick shot, stopped. Willard with it. Another shot, deflected, save, rebound. Good chance again for the Canadians. That puck goes behind the net. Now Linema on the near boards will clear the zone. Willard at center ice. As Eagles go for a line change, they almost got caught with too many men on the ice. Now here's a chance for the Canadians. Puck goes to center ice, taken by Hannawall. Hannawall moves in. Hannawall pass just behind Jensen.
Went between his legs. Boy, oh boy.
Good scoring opportunity for the Eagles. Eagles still have it. Hannawall with it. His shot. That goes off the shin of Willard. Puck in the near corner. Canadians come up with it. 17:25 to play in the first period. No score. Eagles 6 games left. 3 this weekend, 3 next weekend. We'll have a whistle as that'll be an icing call. And that'll bring the face-off all the way back in the Canadians' end.
A couple of sponsors that pay the bills out here. Not ours, anyways.
No.
Ojibwe Ramada, Skyline Motel, and Bird Dog Services. They're a process servicer. So don't get in any trouble because the Bird Dog will find you.
And we got a very special hello.
Hello.
One of our parents that is unable to be here. As a matter of fact, he's not in the country. He's not in the continent right now. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now puck behind the net. Over in the far boards. Keller off the skate of Blair. Now the Eagles pick it up over on the far side with the puck in front, and the player gets dumped there. That was Blair. And that'll be a whistle, and we'll have a face-off.
Now, I'm just wondering, where was the puck when he ran into the goalie there? I thought they might call, I guess the goal judge down there wasn't in the net, but that was my question on that. It kind of looked like the puck might have been in net, and then the net came off, but no.
Face-off outside the blue line, won by the Canadians. Laval, in front of his own net. On the near side, Hatanaka, rink-wide pass. Canadians shoot it in. Brancato stops the puck behind his net. Shots 3-2 Canadians early in this first period. Eagles with the puck. Wood shot goes wide. Now here's Praser with it. Oh, it goes off the crossbar. Great opportunity for Praisner, and heck of a shot, but it hit iron. And that'll be a whistle, and that'll have another face-off in the neutral zone. Couple more hellos, Larry. Breakfast with Larry and Scott in Hanoi, Vietnam.
Hello.
I'm not making this up. Sven Schwab there, of course, President Trump having a summit with Chairman Kim Jong-il, a.k.a. the Rocket Man. And so Sven's there filming it. So greetings from Hanoi. I don't have any jokes there. Is it the Hanoi Hilton, or was that somewhere else?
That was in Vietnam, Hanoi Hilton.
Yeah, well, that's where he's at. Vietnam, as I call it. Now here's a chance in front. That one deflects wide. Butcher lost the puck. Now the Eagles come up with it. They'll clear it to center. I'm having a hard time picking up these names and numbers here, Larry. I guess they're military uniforms, so they should be camouflage, right? Now here's Clark with it, a shot. That just missed. Puck kept in by Parrott. Now here's Hannawall with it. Hannawall with a shot, save, rebound. Puck goes behind the net over the far side, and that bounces over Clark's stick and down the ice. Brancato leaves it for his defenseman. Now the Eagles clear off the stick of Strauss. Now Strauss has it. Center ice, Snow. Canadians get it to Folk. Folk cross the blue line. His shot, save Brancato. Rebound along the near boards. Linema. Linema's pass over to Sare. Now at the point. Canadians with it. As they'll clear it to center, the Eagles will. Snow. That one's going to go out of play as we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 14:50 to play here in the first period. Still no score.
Speaking of snow, boy, do we ever have a lot here in the Soo.
I'll tell you what. Coming back from South Carolina, 2 weeks work vacation. I got back just after the game Friday night. And, man, I'll tell you, driving into this town was just like, wow.
White Christmas.
Yeah, white Christmas indeed. Well, I was telling people down there we pay for our nice summers up here because we had a very nice summer. And Mother Nature is, I think, even with us now, to say the least.
Okay, stop then.
Yeah, we got enough.
And there's more coming.
Yes, there is. Now here's Crassy with it. Crassy.
Nice
poke check by Schwab. Puck along the near boards, now cleared to center. Eagles with the puck. Keller skates into the Canadian zone. Now Keller gets run over there by the Canadians player. Now here's Dupuis. Dupuis over on the far side. Schwab knocks him around a bit. Puck goes behind the net to Jensen. Roth, excuse me. Bear with me on some of these numbers and names. A little tough here at first. Now Laval will shoot it into the Eagle zone. Blair along the near boards. Picked up by Roth. Now the Canadians shoot it down, and that'll be icing.
No,
they waved that one off. Now the Eagles have it at center ice. Wood. Wood with the puck. Now over to Jensen. Goes over his stick. Now Butcher in the neutral zone. Now Jensen keeps it in. Tried to find Praisner. Jensen's pass. Stopped there by Dupuis. Chased into the Canadian zone. Over along the far boards. Canadians come up with it. They skate it to center and dump it in and go for a line change. Leishman trying to catch up to that puck. Now here's a chance for the Canadians, broken up by the Eagles player. It was Praisner. Now here's Wood on the near side. Wood trying to get around Linema. He does, but Clark picks up the puck. Now Linema behind the net. Canadians have it. They'll clear it to center. Sare will dump it in. Owen Shire. Now the Eagles clear it to center. Clark with the puck. Clark, he's got Hannawall. Clark with a shot. Save, rebound. Another save by Plamondon. It's almost a 2-on-0 there, Larry.
Really, yeah. I don't know if Clark saw him over there.
Now Linema's shot. It might have deflected off an Eagles player and goes out of play. Well, the face-off, 12:23 to play in the first period. Still no score.
A couple more sponsors. We have Bunker Metal Sales, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and 313 Bar and Entertainment.
Out-of-town scoreboard, Larry. Again, the Blind River Elliott Lake game postponed due to some roof issues. Heavy snow and some mild temperatures, never a good combination. Luckily here at the Pullar, it's kind of a sloping roof. So,
well, we had water problems last week. You weren't here.
Oh, really?
It was dripping from the exhaust, and they weren't sure they're going to play the game, too.
Oh, wow, okay. I didn't get the memo on that one.
You weren't important. You were away.
That's true. Now here's a shot at the point blocked by the Canadians. Now they pick up the puck 2-on-2. Crassy's shot blocked by Dax. Crash with another chance. And Brancato makes a save and will hold. There are some other games going on in the NOJHL. Kirkland Lake at the Sioux Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds really don't have much to play for right now. They've wrapped up everything as far as best records and first place in the West. Kirkland Lake leading that one 1-0 after one. The Thunderbirds tonight, Larry, retiring the number of Jerry Patingolo. You remember him? He seemed to play for that squad for about 10 years.
Yes.
Early in our broadcast careers here for the Eagles, they're retiring his number tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got a lot of their scoring records, I believe, as far as career. He played a long time there. Now here's Keller with it. Keller across the blue line. Pass over the far side. Deflected. That shot goes wide. Canadians with the puck. Leishman at center ice. Now broken up there by Keller. Mongeon shoots it in. Now he gets the puck. Mongeon back to Laval. Just kept it in. But the Eagles will clear the zone.
That's a gloving it right there.
Other scores here, Larry. No score, Timmins and Powassan. Big Eastern matchup in Powassan tonight. And another big matchup, Larry. Cochrane and Hearst. All the top teams playing each other. No score. That one's halfway through the first period. That Eastern race we talked about in the pregame.
Those 5 teams there, yeah.
5 teams separated by 7 points, and you have 3 teams that are 2, 3, 4, all with 63 points. Unbelievable race. And really all around the NOJHL, it's just been a very, I wouldn't say dramatic season, but just a very competitive season.
Yes.
Even the Espanolas and the French Rivers out of the playoff race, but they can beat you any night. We've seen it a few times.
We've seen Espanola beat us a few nights.
And French River. They've beaten us twice. There's the Canadians cross the blue line. Folk can't keep it in. Eagles pick up the puck. Gets it to Jensen. Now Jensen in. Jensen. Praisner. Praisner shot. Another save. Plamondon. The pass was kind of behind him, so he didn't get as much on the shot as he might have hoped. Eagles a lot of good scoring chances here early, Larry.
Both teams, like Rayside started off like a bang right in the first couple of minutes, but now the Eagles have had some good opportunities.
Now Jensen will shoot that one down the ice. And while we have a moment, Larry, we can look at a couple other scores of note. Lake Superior State University playing at Northern Michigan. Big battle in the WCHA right now. Northern leading the Lakers by the score of 1-0. And the Sioux Greyhounds continuing to win games and stay in first place in the West Division. They are down in Kitchener tonight and no score. That one early in the first period.
Now, Greyhounds have a tough job here tonight because Kitchener got beat 10-2 the other night. So
wow.
Kitchener are not going to take it easy on the Hounds.
No, not at all.
I said, wow, the Greyhounds are going into there, boy. Kitchener's got to get some justice back.
Yeah, they're not used to losing 10-2. Kitchener's good every year, it seems. Halfway through this first period, no score. Shots 5 apiece. Blind River not playing tonight due to their game being canceled, so the Eagles can be in first place all by themselves.
Third place.
Third place all by themselves with some points here tonight. Of course, Eagles want to get 2 in the win. Here's Snow with it for the Canadians. He'll shoot it down to the Eagles zone. Crowd still building here at Pullar Stadium. Not a big crowd, but not a real small crowd either. Kind of right in the middle. I guess you'd call that a medium crowd. Thank you, Captain Obvious, on that one. Now here's Snow over to Crassie. As Willard will, that's offside, and we should get immediate timeout, Larry, with 9:23 to play. So now's a good time to hear from Larry Pozzebon back in the color commentating zone, filling in for me and Rob as well. I appreciate that, as I mentioned the pregame, which nobody heard. So, Larry, tell us about some of our great Soo Eagles sponsors.
We can do that, but I think before they go down, I'm going to say, folks, you know yourself, when you come here, there's a multiple of things to do, prizes to win and all that. You have chuck a puck, cost you $1. Try and put that puck in the bucket there. If you don't put it in, if you get it in, you get a choice of a jersey or something. And if you get close, you get 2 tickets to the next game. You got a lucky program, numerous numbers, great prizes for $1. You have, what's the other one? Lucky program, 50-50 draw. You know,
you're getting me excited over here, big guy.
Bigger crowd, you get in more money, another $1. You know,
goodness.
That movie, Cool and Luke, kick a buck. Kick a buck. You can have a great time
for
in here.
For a 70 and over crowd that caught that reference.
And then you got the snack bar, and you got the Eagles Nest with fresh, cold beer, wine cooler, Chicago-style popcorn, pretzels. Wow.
Have you been practicing that over the last couple of weeks? Did I miss something here? Holy mackerel. You're just.
Well, you have been listening.
You'd be like a carnival barker or something here. One of those auction guys, you know. Those guys. Like, you don't see those guys anymore. I haven't been to a good auction in a while.
They're slowing down. They're getting out of the business.
I think so. Yeah, exactly.
They still do a good business. I know my wife likes going to them.
Okay.
The auctions.
Yeah. I don't know if we have any around here besides maybe some of the local farms, but I try to avoid that at all costs. Now here's the Canadians with the puck. Laval, his shot. That one goes off a skate in front.
Now that should go outside because I thought the Rayside Balfour kicked that.
I agree.
Now let's see what they're going to say. Nope, everybody missed it.
Face off to the left of Shane Brancato. We'll be here tomorrow night as the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, who are at the Rhodes tonight, leading the Thunderbirds 1-0. They'll be here tomorrow night. Face off to the right of Brancato, picked up by the Eagles. Now puck at center ice. Canadians with the puck in their own zone as I'm getting some pucks of my own up here, Larry.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank you, Jenna. The lovely and talented Jenna with... I'm 0 for the season this year. Are you kidding me? Thanks, Jenna.
Pucks in the corner. You
want to go back?
No. I didn't know you were getting pucks there behind my back, so I couldn't see what was going on.
Now puck in the near corner. Canadians with it. That one will deflect out of the zone. Eagles might be able to catch up to this puck. Here's Blair. Blair over to Keller. Back to Butcher. Now Butcher's shot hits a player in front. Rebound at the doorstep. Picked up by the Canadians. Sare. Over to Keller at the point. Now Keller shot. Save there, Plamondon. Over to Linema. Now here's Folk with it. Folk at center ice. Cross the blue line. Puts a shot. That one hits a player. Soo Eagles player that was deflected.
Nice
that
move.
one. Nice move by Clark. A shot up high. Save Plamondon. Over to Blair. Now off the bench, Parrott. He had it poke checked away. Praisner chases that down. Now Praisner behind the net. Long pass up ice to Blair, deflects it in. 7:30 to play in this first period. Still no score. Shots 8-5 in favor of the Eagles. Parrott with the puck. Eagles in their own zone. Clear it to center. Shot in. Now Plamondon way out of his net. Wrap it off the boards. Dupuis can't clear it. Now here's a chance in front. Shot, save. That was Moritz with a good opportunity. Rather Wood. Now puck at center ice. Taken by Crassie with it. Crassie's shot. That's a save there by Brancato. And will go out of play. That'll keep the face off in the Eagles zone.
Okay, I can give you a couple of sponsors now. This Maloney's Alley, Cloverland Electric, and Quaker State Northwest Oil Express. Wow, that's a mouthful, I'll tell you.
Get that oil change this time of year, Larry. You don't want to have a engine failure in the middle of town where
the snowbanks are.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, we currently I think we have 3 feet of snow depth. It's about 36 inches. I shoveled my dad's garage and house roof when I got back, and it was a good 3 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 6'4", so I figured do that in half. Nobody's buying the 6'4" over here. That's metric, right? See the look I got from these guys. Like 6'4". Now a shot, and I also have a full set of hair, too. As that shot will be saved there by Brancato.
I have one of those hats that look like you have a full set of hair.
One of those.
They're great.
While I was on my 2-week work training, Larry, I had a chance to see a professional hockey game in Greenville, South Carolina. The Swamp Rabbits.
Swamp Rabbit. That's
Yes.
got to be a vicious animal. Eh?
Well,
Swamp Rabbit?
it was. There were plenty of good seats available for that one, as they took on the Atlanta Gladiators. It was an entertaining game. Now a shot and a save there by Brancato. Rebound goes to the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
That's Dax. Dax with it. He has Lamberti with him. Shot deflected. Save. Rebound. Puck loose. Shot. Fanning on it was Strauss.
Couldn't get a handle on it.
Yeah, puck was bouncing around. Strauss would have gotten a handle on it, he would have put it in. Now here's Quinn with it. He shoots it in. Maltese over to Laval. Now Laval up to Linema. His pass a little too far. Picked up by Quinn. Now it's center ice. Canadians have it. They shoot it back in. Quinn with the puck. Kyle Quinn's parents here tonight. They waved to us during the pregame show.
Linda and Chris.
Yep, Linda and Chris in attendance. A lot of parents here tonight. It's Parents Weekend. Of course they're going to be here. Unless you're in Vietnam. I mean, that's probably the biggest excuse you have right there.
Yeah.
I'm in Vietnam, not going to make it.
Yeah. I'm not getting out of this warm weather to come up there.
No. Now it's center ice. Shire try to get around Clark. Linema picks it up, leaves it for Sare. Sare across the blue line. His shot deflects wide.
Good hit by Hanwell.
Houseman with it. Now the Eagles trying to clear Hanwell. Gets it to Morich. Now Morich off the boards. Picked up by the Canadians. 5 minutes to play in this first period. Pretty evenly played game so far. That's going to be an icing call with 4:57 to play. You can find the podcast of this game, which would include the pregame show that many of you missed due to our little sound issue, later on tonight at the website, thegamesportshow.podbean.com. You can also go to thegamesportshow.com. We have lots of local sports content. As a matter of fact, Larry, now we'll talk about that as a shot and a save. Our good friend Dave McKeag from Sioux, Ontario, he does a show on the Sioux Canada end. He did an interview with Morgan Frost's dad.
Okay.
He was the public address announcer for the Leafs for about 20 years when they played at the Air Canada Center.
Oh, is that right?
I think his first name's Albert. You got to hear that interview. Very interesting guy. Of course, Morgan Frost, he's scoring a lot of goals for the Hounds this year.
Yeah, he's a very good, talented, a small man, but a very talented hockey player.
He's a first-round draft pick for a reason, Larry, by the Flyers. Now here's Crassie with it. Crassie gets around Clark. Crassie in and a goal.
Darn.
That was total individual effort by Crassie and giving the Canadians a 1-0 lead with 4:34 to play here in this first period. That was all Evan Crassie on that one. Made the move around the defenseman, made the shot, beating the goaltender.
Defenseman stopped him at first, but then he picked up the rebound off his skate and went in.
Yeah, Crassie was not going to be denied on that one, so the Canadians strike first, and they lead by the score of 1-0.
It's like taking advantage of your opportunities.
We'll hear from Bob for the first time since pregame.
Canadian goal scored by number 19, Evan Crassie. Assist, number 9, Zachary Snow, and number 74, Benjamin Hatanaka. The time of the goal, 4:34.
So there you have it, Larry. 1-0 in favor of the Canadians. Now, Last time the Canadians were here, Larry, their head coach wanted to come over and be interviewed. I did extend the invitation to our security guard over there, so we'll see if he comes over between periods. Apparently they're fans of ours.
Oh, yes. Why not?
Hey,
we're nice guys.
yeah, well, unless it's a front maybe, and maybe they're not fans of ours and the way to get up here, but we'll see here. Now here's a chance. Crassy shot, save. Dan Cuomo would be the head coach for the Rayside Balfour Canadians. He may come over between periods. He may not sure yet. Here's Hatanaka with it. Hatanaka at the point. Plays it off the boards. Hits the referee over in the far corner.
That one hits the referee too.
Now the Canadians trying to put it in front. Eagles with the puck. Now intercepted there by Dupuis. Trying to get it to McGlade. Now the Eagles come up with it. Jensen to Praisner. Now Jensen gets it back. He was a little sloppy on this shift. They'll shoot it into the Canadian zone. Rayside with the puck. Mongeon with it. Shot. Flex wide. Now Strauss. Rink wide pass to Praisner. Praisner shoots it in. Plamondon behind the net. Leaves it for Laval. Now here comes Laval. Lumbering down the ice. Picked up by the Eagles, Lamberti. Laval still has it.
What are these two guys doing?
They just collided against each other at center ice, Maltese and Strauss. Now here's Strauss with it across the blue line. Strauss moves in, a shot. Blocker save there by Plamondon. Now at the point, Quinn shot. Goes behind the net. Strauss back there. He gets tripped up.
Oh, is he going to call it or not?
Either the net off the moorings or a trip. I think we're going to have the net off the moorings.
He's calling the net off the moorings.
With 2:40 to play here in the first period.
Right in front of him. That's all I'm going to say. I'll give you a couple more sponsors. I can say that.
You can.
KBX Performance Club. Best Maintenance. Lawn and best self-storage. Yeah, there we go.
Easy for you to say.
Right.
Face off to the right.
I've been away from that for a while.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Puck in the Canadians' end. 2:30 to play in the first period. Rayside with the puck. Sarre across the blue line. Sarre makes the move in. Shot and a goal.
Come on, guys. You got to take the man.
2-0 in favor of Rayside Balfour. Another example of the Rayside player just getting around the defenders for the Soo Eagles, and Coach Doug Leprade having some words with the defenseman there. Got to take the body, Larry. Sometimes easier said than done. So
now going back to that incident behind the net there, you would have had a 5-on-4 power play for the Eagles instead of a 5-on-5 second goal.
We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter. Eagles down 2-0 here in the first. Shire keeps it in. Canadian zone. There we go.
Canadian goal scored by number 12, Noah Siri. Assist, number 77, Kyle Lenema. And number 44, Alexander Volke. The time of that goal, 2:24.
So there you have it. Linema and Folk get the assists on the goal by Sarre. 2-0 Rayside. Roth with the puck across the blue line. Now Roth trying to get it to Hanwall. Hanwall gets it a shot. That one just missed. Puck along the near boards. Morich plays it to Hanwall. Here's a chance. Shire shot. Another save there by Plamondon. Back to the point. Schwab. Schwab shot. Deflects. That one goes wide. Eagles with some pressure here. Back to the point. Butcher. Butcher's shot. Plamondon makes the save. Canadians just want to clear it out of their zone right now. Linema plays it over to the far boards. Canadians do clear. They have the puck at center ice. Crassy, he scored the first goal. Crassy moves in. Now he had it taken away by Butcher. Blair couldn't clear it. Kept in by Hatanaka. Now Dupuis. Polk checks it in. Under a minute to play in the first. Canadians with both goals in this one leading 2-0. Now puck behind the net. Taken by the Eagles.
Got 40 seconds left.
Keller up to Blair. Now Blair couldn't get around the Rayside player. Canadians come up with it. Crassie across the blue line. Crassie with the shot. Saved there by Brancato.
He's juggling that one. He lost it.
Now here's Blair with it. Blair shovels it over to the far side. Blair in front, shot. Doesn't get through. Hatanaka with it. 20 seconds to play. Canadians with it. Hatanaka just dumps it in. 10 seconds to play here in the first. So it was an even period for most of this first period, but the Canadians strike twice, and they're going to take a 2-0 lead into the first period. Eagles have a lot of work to do. Larry and I will be back with the second period here on Hockey TV. Scott Nason back here on Hockey TV for our first intermission. We have a special guest coming up. The assistant coach for the Rayside Balfour Canadians, Steve Lozon, joining us. Coach, thanks for making the trek up to the press box and joining us here on Hockey TV.
Great view. I love it. Love the rink. Love the atmosphere. Great place to come play.
It is a great place to come play, Coach, and your boys have come to play tonight, leading by the score of 2-0. Your thoughts on the first period? Pretty evenly matched period, but two big plays giving you a 2-goal lead.
We had to come out strong. I think Michigan's really come on. They're a team to reckon with, and we've got to get a good jump, and we set our goals on that. We came out in good period for us on the road for sure.
You have 5 games left, Coach. Looks like second place is where you will finish up. But, going into the end of the season here, what are some of the things that you're looking at as far as your team to get ready for the playoffs? You're likely going to play either the Eagles or the Blind River Beavers in a best-of-7. What are some of the things that you're looking at right now for your team going into these last 5 games?
Championships are won with strong defense, goaltending out. Our D are, working on the little things, doing it right, making sure we get the puck out, not taking too many chances, but jumping in when you have to. Ideal formula for us is don't allow more than 2 and try and get 4 or 5. So that's our goal. The whole division's tough. Any night anybody's going to win, and same with the other side, the Eastern Conference. But really exciting time right now with 5 games left, getting ready for the playoffs. Pumped.
We've been involved with this league here, Larry and I, for quite some time, and I can't remember this league being more competitive on a given night. You look at the East, there's 5 teams within 7 points. You got battles going on in the West between the Eagles and Beavers. Now, you've been up in first, second place most of the year. The quality of this league, I think, has really improved. You don't have the door match. You don't have the 51-1 seasons like Blind River, or even back a few years ago, the Manitoulin Islanders. Every team can play in, and that's really a credit, I think, to this league this year.
No doubt about it. The competition is stiff. You take a night off, even a shift off now, you can get yourself in some trouble. Everybody's got to show up. You find that throughout the season, you get highs and lows. A lot of it is dependent on some suspensions, some injuries, sickness, stuff like that. Everybody's battled through. Every team gets up for the games. Competition has been great, and I expect it right through to the playoffs. It's going to be a heck of an end for the year for sure. No doubt.
Well, Steve, we're hoping to see you maybe in a best-of-7 series. Of course, the Eagles want to finish third because you want to avoid that best-of-3 against Elliott Lake. That's always a dangerous type of series, and the Eagles have been there before because you've seen Elliott Lake. They're like any other team. They can beat you in a 3-game series, can't they?
Oh, absolutely. When they're hot, they're hot. They have a couple off nights. You think you're going to go in there and just steal the show, and they come back and they battle hard. Every team. Again, Michigan's a team I've been watching really closely. I review a lot of video. I use some key players in key situations. That's the only way you can really compete with them, and you come out of here with some wins, and we have to. I figure if we win 3 out of the next 5, we'll guarantee yourself second. Home ice. Playoffs, way to go.
Exactly. Well, Coach, I'm glad we got to connect. Last time I know you wanted to get up here. We didn't get the memo. We appreciate the support you give us, your coaching staff here at Hockey TV, and best of luck the rest of the season, and let's do this again in March in the playoffs. What do you say?
Absolutely my privilege, and like I said, Scott, you and Larry are awesome. I love it. Hockey TV has never been so entertaining than what I get to watch, and now I'm a part of it. I love it.
You're better than my agent, I might add. So thanks for coming up, Coach.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
We'll be back with the second period here on Hockey TV. Scott Nason back here at Pullar Stadium as we are just about to start the second period of play. Our score, the Rayside Balfour Canadians leading the Soo Eagles by the score of 2-0. And again, want to thank the Rayside Balfour Canadians assistant coach, Steve Lozon, joining us here.
Lozon, excuse me.
Nice individual, very nice, very excited about being up here and very supportive of us. So, as I told him, Larry, flattery gets you everywhere in this broadcast booth.
Really, yeah.
Before we recap the scoring, Larry, 2-0 in favor of the Rayside Balfour Canadians. They took advantage of their opportunities a little bit more. Your thoughts on the first period?
Well, it was a fast first period, I thought, and you said it yourself, and I've said it earlier. The Eagles, they've been hitting the iron, the goalpost, crossbar for the last 3 games here, and none of them gone in. So just the puck is not bouncing their way on the iron, and nothing away from Rayside. And the Rayside scored a couple of nice goals there. Second effort by both individuals to produce those goals. But the game was going up and down, and it just waiting for somebody to score. Well, in the last 5 minutes, in 15 minutes there, Rayside finally gets their first goal. Then they get one 2 minutes later, So far, that was the period right there. And yet the Eagles came back, just couldn't put one in. Eagles have to win this period, and not by a 1 goal. They got to win by 2, at least to tie up the score anyways.
Recapping the scoring in that first period, Larry, the Canadians got on the board first at the 15:26 mark. Evan Crassy, his 17th goal of the season, with assists from Zachary Snow and Benjamin Hatanaka to make it 1-0 Rayside. And then the Canadians would make it 2-0 a little over 2 minutes later as Noah Sare scored his 12th goal of the season. Assists from Kyle Linema and Andrew Folk, and that's where we sit right now. Rayside Balfour leading the Soo Eagles by the score of 2-0. Shots on goal in that first period, 14 for the Eagles and 12 for Rayside Balfour. Out-of-town scoreboard, still 1-0. Kirkland Lake over the Sioux Thunderbirds. That one now after 2 periods of play. Powassan leading Timmins by the score of 2-0. The 5th place Powassan Voodoos, but they still have a chance to move up in the standings. Hearst, the first place team in the East, leading Cochrane by the score of 2-1. And again, the Elliott Lake Blind River game that was scheduled for tonight at Centennial Arena in Elliott Lake postponed due to some roof issues, so that's going to cause quite a log jam as far as games for Blind River. They're already going to play 3 games in the last few days of the season, so they're going to have to try to squeeze that one in. But Eagles aren't really taking advantage of that right now as far as Blind River being off, because they're trailing by the score of 2-0. Out of town, a couple other scores. Northern Michigan University leading Lake Superior State University 3-2. That one late in the second period. In the Sioux Greyhounds, they are on the road tonight in Kitchener. And, well, you said it, Larry. Kitchener angry, losing big last night. They're up 2-0 on the Hounds after 1.
Yeah, Kitchener says, hey, we got embarrassed once, and that's enough.
Back to action here at Pullar Stadium. Military weekend and Parents Weekend. Had a chance to talk to a couple more of the parents here between periods. Daniel Clark, nice to see him make his way up to the broadcast booth.
I ran into Tom Blair.
Oh, very
downstairs,
good.
Yeah.
Blair family here as well. Laval with the puck in his own zone. Hatanaka behind his own net. Coming up later this period, we'll play our favorite game, Guess the Attendance. Larry, you have to try to there's a big hit there on Lamberti by Hatanaka. Can't remember where we sit as far as...
I was just looking it up while you were throwing out a bunch of information out there. And
I thought you were going to say something else.
No. And it's my turn to guess.
Okay, what's the standings?
The standing is
I think I evened it up.
10-9. 10-9 for me.
Okay.
It was 9-9, and then I broke the tie.
Okay, so you'll guess tonight here at the midway point of the period. Minute gone by in the second period, 2-0 Rayside. Schwab with the puck. Over in the far corner. Kept in by the Canadians. Shot. That one goes wide. Over to Mooney. That puck goes high in the air. Off the boards. Now behind the net. Maltese. Over to Leishman. Now a chance for the Canadians. A shot. Linema missed the net. Rebound by Maltese. McGlade. Eagles pick up the puck. They clear it. Here's Strauss. Strauss. Bouncing puck. Easy save there by Plamondon, and he'll hold.
We're at first 2 minutes, and Rayside have been controlling the play here in the Eagles zone. The first time Eagles come down the ice. Now they got a chance of winning this face-off and maybe getting another shot on goal here and hopefully get a good one.
Shots 15-13 in favor of the Eagles, but they trail 2-0. Now Canadians win the face-off. Rayside won the first 4 meetings between these two squads. The Eagles have won the last 2. They'll play one more time in the regular season.
That's going to be icy.
Sunday in Chelmsford, and potentially could meet in a 7-game series in March, but Eagles are going to have to finish 3rd place in order for that to happen.
Yeah, you know, winning those games early in the year, that's a big factor in your standings. You know, you have to do that. Now, I remember the first 8 games series that the block that I say it is. The Eagles were 4-4 in that first 8 games, and they were on the road. I think 5 out of the first 6.
It's hard to chase points this time of year. You want to get those points in the bank early. That's kind of what Rayside has done. So they're in 2nd place. It would take a big run for the Eagles to catch them. So Rayside, with the win tonight, that's virtually going to lock up 2nd place for them. Now the Eagles clear it out of the zone. Canadians with it, Linema. Linema over to Willard. Now it's center ice. Snow across the blue line. Now Snow with the puck. Over to the far side, Linema. He's knocked around by Blair. Linema with the puck. Centering chance, Sare, shot, block. Sare, another chance. Save there, Brancato. Bouncing puck to Linema.
Eagles have to jump on those pucks and loose it in front of the net to protect their goaltender.
Rayside all over the Eagles right now. This line's very effective. Now Linema over at the far boards. Now the Eagles pick it up. Center ice, Keller over to Skrella. Now Skrella in the near corner, centering chance. Eagles with it, an easy save there on the shot by Morich as Plamondon will hold.
Yeah, nothing happening down this end of the rink here.
We'll be here tomorrow night as the Eagles will take on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. 7 o'clock start time. We'll have the pregame show around 6:45. And the Eagles' home finale, at least regular season finale, will be a week from tonight against, you guessed it, the Sioux Thunderbirds. Seen a lot of the Thunderbirds here lately, Larry.
We have, yeah. Well, you didn't last week.
I didn't. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I was watching on Hockey TV.
Then you would have heard some of the things I said.
Maybe I had it on mute.
That's
sounded great.
Yeah, I had enough of this guy.
Now Handwall over in the far corner. The group I was with got a kick out of it, though. They were watching and listening. They said, well, that's really cool.
Yeah, good.
I don't think they ever heard of hockey.
Well, they watch it down there, that Eastern League.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That Eastern League's been in operation for many years. Yes, it was a good league. I'm not knocking it now because I don't know, but it was a good league at one time. What they have trying to think, it was actually even Columbus had a team back. The Columbus Checkers.
Yeah, the Checkers. Wow, going back a ways, Larry.
Going back a ways, yeah.
Face off to the left of.
A couple of guys from Sioux, Ontario were playing it back then, so that's why I'm familiar with it.
Okay, I was curious how you just came up with that name. Just kind of random there, the Columbus Checkers, okay.
My memory came back to me.
Kind of like the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. I saw them play a couple weeks ago. Now here's Mooney with it, centering chance. Back to the point, Canadians with it, Clark. Over in the far corner. Eagles having trouble just clearing it out of their zone right now, Larry, as they shoot it down the ice. Plamondon with it. Plays it over to Clark. Now Clark to Leishman. Near side. Maltese across the blue line. Maltese with it. Maltese still has the puck. Back to the point. Clark, wrister.
Oh, wow. I thought that hit the crossbar.
A wild bounce off the boards. Side still has the puck. Mooney at the point with it. Now Mooney waits. Tried to find a player open. Broken up by the Eagles. Taken there by Strauss. He'll shoot it in. Clark over in the far corner. Now the Eagles have it.
Got to do something with it. Oh,
Up
look
by
at that.
Sare. Here he's in. Sare with a shot. Hits the side of the net. Now here come the Eagles with it. Wood across the blue line. Centering chance to Dax. Dax shot goes wide. Over to Wood. Now Jensen over in the far corner. He gets knocked down. Looks like the Rayside player wants a whistle. Praisner doesn't. He's fighting hard for that puck.
Somebody's lost the stick in there. The Eagles. Yeah, they got it now.
Still trying to move that puck. Eagles get it. Jensen puts it in front. Oh, and a broken stick. Oh,
you
my
believe
goodness. And now he just throws the puck there. That was, wow. And a broken stick, Larry.
Wow.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting all sorts of commotion.
Yeah.
As Morich was very upset, I think, that he broke the stick. Was it? And now we're having.
That was Wood.
Or Wood, excuse me. Yep. Didn't have good wood on the stick, that's for sure.
If you'd have used the wood stick, you'd have been fine.
So Sare and Wood, the number 12s, really jawing at each other. And we haven't had any penalties yet, Larry. And it looks like we're going to get some now.
Yep.
And you got to give a lot of credit there to the Eagles just to knock that puck loose off the wall. And a great scoring opportunity.
This leads up to a good Fix Your Stick commercial.
It is. Fix Your Stick. Tell us about it, Larry.
Okay, Fix Your Stick, FIXURSTICK.com. $35 for a broken shaft, blade, heel, toe, and also a goalie stick.
Now, wait a minute. $35.
$35. They guarantee
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
You know, you don't have to pay $300, $450, whatever the sticks cost.
Can get a little pricey.
Yeah. So you got a guaranteed 30-day on the repair. Just get a hold of Rob Horn, 1-906-322-3330. Fix Your Stick, FIXURSTICK.com. Folks, I'll tell you, if you don't need it right away, bring it in. He'll do all that work in the summertime. You'll have it ready for tryout camps or wherever your son is going next. So
Just
Fix Your
like,
Stick.
just like that. Out-of-town scoreboard, Larry. 1-0 Kirkland Lake over the Sioux Thunderbirds after 2 periods of play at the John Rhodes Community Center. Powassan leading Timmins 2-0. That one after 2 periods of play in Powassan, and Hearst leading Cochrane by the score of 3-1. That one midway through the second period, and Blind River Elliott Lake postponed due to some roof issues. Lake Superior State losing at Northern by the score of 4-2.
4-2. They got on the scoreboard, though. That's what counts.
Yep. And the Greyhounds now getting one back. They trail Kitchener 2-1.
Okay.
So it looks like Rayside has the only penalty up on the board, Larry.
Well, there's 2 guys in the box. Well, here comes a second Rayside guy. So you're getting coincidental minors and something else.
Looks like the Eagles will go on the power play, and they need something here. Need to get things going.
You got to create something, yes.
We'll go to Bob for the penalty calls once we get this face-off accomplished.
Canadian penalty to number 12, Nova Siri. 4 minutes roughing to the Sioux Eagles, the number 12. Caleb Wood, 2 minutes roughing.
So Sari gets the extra 2 on the roughing. Eagles on the power play. Blair with the puck. Now Blair. Quick shot, hits his own player. Praiser, now a chance, a shot. Scarella misses the net. Clark at the point. Clark, pass, over to Scarella. Now Scarella to Blair. He fires. Save there by Plamondon. Good shot by Blair. Plamondon's played solid tonight, Larry.
He has, yeah. He's getting help from front by the big, tall defenseman there. When he turns around, I'll get his number because he's clearing people out in front of the net. And now he's getting off the ice. Coach says, okay, you did your job there.
Yeah.
It's that 77 or 7?
That's a Lavallee.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big boy. 6'7", Larry.
He put his skates on 6'9", maybe?
Yeah, 6'7", 225, or 3 inches taller than I am. Now here's Clark with it. They didn't hear that one. In front, chance shot, Morich. That one goes wide. Now Scarella back to Blair. Over to Scarella. Keller now. Far circle, Scarella, Blair, fires, deflected, save, rebound, and another save by Plamondon. Oh my. All he had to do was get that puck up in the air, and that's a goal, Larry.
Yeah, we're just not getting them tonight, I'll tell you. Lady Luck is
Boy.
not with the Eagles.
I would use puck luck, but I think that's been trademarked in this town. Eagles aren't having it, though.
The hockey gods are not being good to the
Yes,
the hockey gods aren't being good to the Eagles.
Another Don Cherry reference there.
Yeah. So Lavalle's back on the ice again, so he had maybe a 30-second break there. Sure, the coach gave him a message saying we don't want to go down too short.
Why is everybody shouting up here?
The Eagles win this face-off too.
Now back to the point. Blair thinks about the shot. Over to Clark. Now Clark's shot goes off the goaltender and high. Blair over in the far corner. Eagles with it. Keller. Keller over to Scarella. Still lots of time on the power play. 40 seconds. Scarella over to Blair. Now Scarella.
You got to get a shot off here.
Blair. In front, Clark. Clark shot, save, rebound. Scarella chips it in, and another save by Plamondon as those players in front really getting banged around.
A lot of action in front of that net.
And all of a sudden, the shot's now 21-14 in favor of the Eagles. They've had a lot of shots on this power play.
Yes, they've had good puck control inside this blue line. That's the most they've ever been down in here in this whole second period. Plamondon, he's coming up big for them, though, for the Canadians.
Face off to the right of Plamondon. Canadians come up with it. Maltese with the puck. Across the blue line. They'll still have a little time on their power play. 10 seconds.
Yes, look at that. I don't know.
Quinn across the blue line. Now Quinn with the puck. Still has it. Quinn back to the point. Butcher shot, save, and that'll do it for the power play.
Yep.
As the Canadians have it. Houseman across blue line. He's got Cressy. Houseman with a shot up high save by
3-on-1.
Now here's another chance, a shot and a save there. As that'll be a face-off in the Eagles zone with 11:33 to play here in this second period.
Big save by Brancato right there, boy, I'll tell you. That kept the Eagles right back in the game by stopping that one.
11:33 to play in the second period. Larry will start thinking about our attendance.
I just thought of that now. I'm looking at you. You're reading my mind.
Well,
how much is there to read?
Well, it's going into some weird, dark places, Larry. I'm going to stop reading. All of a sudden, I wish I was illiterate, to be quite honest. But Parents' Weekend here all weekend long. The parents will be honored, I think, tomorrow night, Larry. Don't they usually do that between periods tomorrow night?
Yes.
I think it's
first
between
and
periods, yeah.
After the first, I should say.
And the Eagles always big supporters of the military weekend.
Oh,
Once again, here's
this.
Dax in. Dax and a goal!
Oh, nice.
The trickery of Ryan Dax. Wow. He fooled everybody on that one, including the goaltender. And it's 2-1 now in favor of the Canadians. What a fancy little move by Dax. I don't know what you call that, Larry. I call it look on the replay. I'll try to figure it out.
Wow, that was a
big break for the Eagles.
Really. Defenseman falls down.
Yeah.
Finally, the Eagles got a break, and they capitalized on it. That was the most important part there. They capitalized on that.
That's a case, Larry. Sometimes you don't have to have a lot on the shot. You just have to have it in the right place.
You're right.
Well, Ryan Dax did just that, and the Eagles now trail by 1. Let's get the call from Bob on the Eagles' first goal.
Eagle goal scored by number 23, Ryan Dax. Assist, number 24, Jake Lamberty. Time of that goal, 11:21.
So Dax from Lamberty, and it's 2-1 now Canadians. Now puck in front of the Rayside bench. Canadians with it. Center ice. Eagles come up with it. Handwall to Shire to Butcher. Butcher's shot. That goes wide off the bench. Blair's shot. Another save by Plamondon. Eagles really putting up the shots here in the second period. Another shot up high. Butcher with the shot, and Plamondon makes the save and will hold.
Eagles have come alive. Ever since they had that power play, They control the puck. They know what to do with it. And now they're saying, okay, they got some confidence back, and they picked up a goal, which really helped their confidence. And now they can go to town here in the second period.
10:38 to play in the second period. 2-1 in favor of Rayside Balfour. Face off to the right of Plamondon. Eagles win the face off. Behind the net, Laval. Over to Leishman. Now Keller trying to do a spin move there. And shot back to center. Chased by Schwab. Now Scarella. That's going to be offside. Blaren just a little bit early.
Yep.
Coach Bruno Braganola didn't think that was the right call.
I was questioning that too because the puck was on the blue line. It wasn't outside the blue line. It was on the blue line.
10:18 to play in the second period. Face off outside the Canadians' blue line. Maltese wins the draw. Mongeon shoots it in. One of my favorite names to say in the league. Mongeon.
That's that Oriental dice game or diet.
Sure, Scarella.
Majon, that's what I'm saying. Majon.
Something like that.
Yeah. No, I remember that because it was a history question.
Very good.
Back at, where'd that one go?
Look out, that puck will go out of play, and that should bring us to the media timeout, Larry. Okay. Let's play some Mongeon all of a sudden. So, Larry, attendance challenge. It's about that time. For those at home that want to play, you can by tweeting me at snason2013. Larry will put out a guess as far as how many people he thinks are in attendance, and we'll do that after the next whistle. And I'll say higher or lower. You can play at home. Give me some hints on Twitter. I could use them. I'm down by 1 in the series. Now puck in front of the net, picked up by the Eagles. Mooney at the blue line. Keeps it in for Rayside. Now Mooney has it again. Mooney with the puck in front, deflected wide.
Good setup there.
Over to Linema. Linema centering chance. Eagles want to get it the heck out of there. They still can't. Puck's still loose. That one will go wide. Eagles pick it up. Here's Wood. Wood across the blue line. Gets around a couple players. Wood still has it. Now Wood puts it in front. Picked up by the Canadians. Kept in by Clark. Clark will just fire that one off the far boards. Puck goes behind the net to the Clark from Rayside. Now here come the Canadians with it. Sare. Now Linema. Dangerous 2 here. Lindemann now lost the puck. Kind of left it for someone. Now at the point, Clark. Clark thought about the shot, puts a wrister on, hits it someone in front. Jensen over in the far corner. Cressy over there for the Canadians. Now Parrott moves in for the Eagles. Cressy. Parrott. Nice pass there. Out of the zone to Wood. Wood across the blue line. His shot off the far boards. Jensen tried to leave it there for Praisner. Praisner gets a shot up high, save Plamondon, and he'll hold with 8:21 to play here in this second period. I think we're going to get our media timeout now, Larry. So before we get to some sponsors, what you thinking there, big guy?
I don't know, man. I'm stuck at 575.
575.
That's what I'm saying.
Larry Pozzebon is saying we have 575 fans in attendance. It's a pretty good guess, Larry. I'm going to give you that one. 575. Ooh. You have to do some quick counting, Larry.
Okay.
That's a very good guess.
Good.
So,
watch.
Whoops, geez, I'm going to knock down the whole broadcast system here. 575.
Well, you're muttering that out. I'll throw a few more sponsors.
Sounds good.
Leanne Barnes, Duman, attorney at law. GFL, good for life, green for life, green for life. Ozone of the North, all fees, electric supply. Who are you counting on that?
I am. I'm doing math right now. I'm doing the tally marks. That's how they teach math now. You have to do tally marks and all these charts and just.
I do the goes intos. You remember?
Yes, I do.
Jethro?
Yes, exactly.
Beverly Hillbillies?
Yes.
5 goes into 10 2 times.
They do lattice math now. It's amazing.
Okay.
I just tell my kids use a calculator. No, we got to show your work. I'm like, well, whatever.
A lattice? Like
Nah, they have a
you know, the side of your house, you put a lattice fence up, you know?
It's all that No Child Left Behind nonsense they had from the federal government. That's long story.
You get a ribbon participation for it?
Yeah, participation. That's exactly right.
Here come the Eagles.
Eagles with the chance. They got numbers. Could be a 4-on-1, but pass went off a Strauss.
Went off his skate.
Yep.
And
now here's Dax across the blue line. Dax with it. That shot goes wide over to Lamberti. Lamberti in the far corner. The Rayside player gets knocked down. Lamberti again. Back to Quinn. Quinn with the shot.
That hit somebody.
Hit Strauss.
Strauss, I thought it so too, yeah.
A puck over along the far boards. Picked up by the Canadians. Linema.
Eagles come to play now.
Hatanaka, yeah. Shots 26-17 in favor of the Eagles. They trail by 1. Quinn dumps it into the Canadian zone. Snow for Rayside. We'll flip that one. Just kept in by the Eagles. And Schwab will keep that one in as well. Schwab over to Morich, deflected on net save. Rebound. Puck loose behind the net. Morich has it again, trying to put it in front. Does get in front. And a goal! Determination by number 22, Brett Morich, as he was not going to be denied on the wraparound. And we have a tie hockey game at 2, Larry. 6:59 to play in this second period. That was just determination by Morich.
He went one side of net to the other side of net, then he came back again. And he was trying wraparounds all around, and he finally wrapped it around.
We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter. We got a tie hockey game here at Pullar Stadium.
Goal scored by number 22, Brett Morich. Unassisted. Time of the goal, okay. 6:59.
So an unassisted goal by Brett Morich. Morich and Dax, not the biggest goal scorers on the season, but they got big goals tonight, Larry, and we're tied at 2.
That's what you want, goal scoring spread around throughout the whole team.
Eagles fired up in this second period. And I agree, Larry, really all started with that power play. They didn't score on it, but they got a lot of good scoring opportunities and kind of turned the tide.
You're right. I was right.
You were right. I'm agreeing with you. Now puck along the near boards. McGlade broken up by the Eagles. Now shot in. Blair with the puck.
He did a good job keeping that onside.
Over to Scarella shot. Big toe save there by Plamondon. Didn't look like a great shot, but it was well positioned. And another good scoring opportunity for the Eagles. Under 6 to play. Laval with the puck. Laval, excuse me. Now a chance in front. Puck goes over in the far corner. Canadians with it. Folk shot. That one deflects wide. Over to Laval. Now Maltese. Back to the point. Monjean puts it behind the net. Folk.
The Eagles want to clear this. They want to clear this now.
Now here's Mooney. Nice move. A shot. Save. Rebound. Lindemann almost had that one go in.
Right, yes. That's it. The Eagles want to get this out of here.
Now
there
Keller
it goes. It works.
Gets it to Wood. Wood with some speed across the blue line. Wood in. Shot.
It's
and
in.
A goal! Caleb Wood threads the needle. And it's 3-2 Eagles. 5:14 to play here in this second period. My goodness sakes. Did Wood get some jets on that one?
He's been wanting to score for a while. He's been in a drought. And he's come through now. Now that's what he needs, because this guy can't score. That's why he's over here. He can't score.
Well, he just did, Larry, and the Eagles lead by the score of 3-2, as it has been going all the Eagles' way here in this second period. Get the call from Bob. Eagles have about 8 guys on the ice right now. You might want to get that under control.
Nobody wants to go off. They says, we're on a roll now. Put me on, coach.
Keep me out there. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Yeah, exactly.
I like that song.
I do, too. It's kind of a baseball song.
It is.
We'll do it hockey, too.
Scored by number 12, Caleb Wood.
No.
Assist number 8, Kobe Keller. The time of that goal, 5:14.
Shots 30-19 in favor of the Eagles. They've scored 3 straight here and lead by 1.
Wow. Excellent. Look at Coach Doug down. He's knuckling the boys.
Well, they know this is a big game. This is third place is big.
This is a good comeback now. They just got to keep it going here. They got 5:03 left.
Shot in, and Plamondon makes the save. While we have a moment, Larry, let's look at some scores. The Thunderbirds have tied the game at 1 against Kirkland Lake midway through the third period. Powassan still leading Timmins 2-0. That one in the third, and Hearst doubling up Cochrane by a score of 4-2. That one also in the second period. Goal by Wood, his 17th of the season, Larry. Now a chance for the Eagles in front. That's Strauss. He lost his helmet. Here's Willard across the blue line. Now Willard puts it in front. Dupuis off of his stick. Now the Eagles with it. Parrott tried to get it to Lamberti. Crassy with the puck for the Canadians. Shots 31-19 Eagles.
That's into the Eagles bench.
On a play as well, face off. The other goals, Larry, Brett Morich, that's his 4th of the season, and Ryan Dax his 5th.
Yeah, they all count.
They do. Lakers still trailing Northern 4-2. That one in the third period. Lakers trying to stay in second place in the WCHA. They're tied with Bowling Green. Bowling Green leading Bemidji State 1-0. Oh, geez, Bemidji, 2-lane roads. Jeez. And the jokes aren't always for the listening audience. Sometimes they're just for Larry and I. That being one of them. Here come the Canadians with it.
Same as Alaska.
That's exactly. Now Laval is shot. Saved there by Brancato. Now Leishman shot. That one blocked by Butcher. Quinn. Over to Dax. Now Hannawall was open. Just couldn't get the puck. Mongeon in his own zone. Quinn with it. At center ice, Lavallee shoots it in. Brancato stops it behind the net. Under 4 to play in this third period. Eagles trailed 2-0. Entering this period, they've scored 3 straight. Now Quinn, he gets knocked down. Rayside with some pressure. In the Eagles zone, picked up by Shire. And that one will go out of play, and we'll have a face-off in the Eagles' end. Well, Larry, I still got to do a higher or lower on your guess. 575. That's
right.
I'm going to go lower. My gut says lower, but not by much. I'm talking lower by maybe about a dozen or so. So I'm going to go lower.
Okay.
We will see between periods.
We will hear.
It's a big one because we don't have many of these games left.
Oh, that's right, too. Eh?
Yeah. It will extend into the
games
playoffs,
anyways.
though. We'll extend into the playoffs.
Do we?
Yes. I'm behind. We do. Now the Eagles with the puck. Scarella in front. Keller shot. Oh, and Plamondon.
He's looking behind.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure where that one is.
He wasn't sure at all. And the Eagles, another good scoring chance. Boy, they are having a very good second period here. 3:14 to play.
They say a goaltender should never look behind.
Never a good sign.
No. He made a big save on him because he wasn't sure where it was, though.
Eagles with the puck. Keller with it, a shot. Plamondon with the save. Picked up by the Canadians. Houseman across the blue line. His shot goes wide. Now Houseman, another chance. That one goes wide as well. Blair with the puck. Now the Eagles with it, as that'll be an icing call. And that'll bring the puck back into the Rayside end. Sioux Greyhounds and Kitchener now are tied at 2, Larry. That one with about 2 minutes to play in the second period. Hounds, boy, a lot of people, including myself, thought this might be a rebuild year, but boy, it seems like year in and year out they're putting out good teams.
Yes, they don't have too many draft picks. They gave away a lot of seconds last year when they were shooting for the marbles.
Yeah, the next few years are going to be tough, but many of us thought maybe this year might be tough too. Not so much. Now the Eagles with it.
Eagles are hurt. Somebody behind the net there. I can't see yet who it is. That's Schwab.
Schwab slow getting back to the play, as that'll be down the ice, and that'll be an icing call. That'll bring the face-off back in the Rayside end. Eagles in third place in the West Division, tied with Blind River. Again, Blind River not playing tonight, as that game against Elliott Lake postponed due to some roof issues, the melting snow, lots of it. And obviously,
it's not over the arena. It's over the auditorium where they have plays and stage plays and acts going on. So that part, but they got to close the whole place down.
Now a big shot up high and a
that
save.
That went off his mask.
By Plamondon. Picked up by Willard. Now Willard flips it in. Parrott with the puck for the Eagles. Now the Eagles will flip it to center ice. Puck over in the far boards. Crassy with it. Could be a 2-on-1. Crassy's got Houseman. Nice poke check there by Clark. Linema off the boards behind the net. Parrott with it. Backhand shot over to Jensen. Pass, rather. Now Jensen in his own zone. Skates it to center. Jensen across the blue line. Jensen over to Praisner's shot. That one blocked in front by the Canadians player. Now back into the Eagles' end.
Praisner looks like he got hurt on that.
Quinn. Over to Clark. In the near corner. Minute 15 to play. Crassy with a shot. That deflects high. Over on the far boards, Lavallee. He puts a shot on. Picked up by Quinn.
Oh,
Quinn
come on.
gets hooked. Now a shot up high, save, and a whistle with 1:03 to play here in the second period. Shots 34-20 in favor of the Eagles with 1:03 to play in the second period. Don't go anywhere. We have an exciting third period in store. Eagles don't really want this period to end, Larry.
No, not the way they're running and gunning here.
1:03 left in the third, or in the second rather. Face-off won by the Canadians. Lavallee's shot gets blocked. Now behind the net. Eagles with it. That's Butcher. Butcher's pass to Lamberty. Lamberty with it. Waiting. Pass. Dack. Shot. Oh, and a good scoring chance for the Eagles. That one was set up nicely.
Really? Yeah.
Lamberty with it. On the near board, Strauss. Now Strauss back to the point. Butcher. Butcher's shot. Save there. And that deflected. Didn't miss by much. Over to the far corner. Strauss. 30 seconds to play. Back to the point. Roth. Roth with a shot. Another save, Plamondon. Eagles player gets mugged in front. That's going to be a penalty. Now Lamberty in front. Tried to put a shot on. Still with it. Chance shot. Save. And the Eagles are going to go on the power play with 12.8 seconds remaining here in this second period. What a period for the Eagles, Larry.
He's calling a cross-checking penalty on Canadians, which was rightly deserved.
Shots on goal in that first period, Larry. How many did the Eagles have?
14.
Yeah, 22 shots here in the second period. And we still have 12 seconds left. They could get a couple more. So the Eagles back on the power play. They didn't score in their first one, but it was a effective power play.
Very dominating with the puck inside their zone, yes. In fact, I don't think it ever left their zone.
We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter. Blair with the puck over. Clark shot behind the net.
Ian Levitt.
Lavallee gets the penalty. Eagles will be on the power play to start the third period. A big period for the home team as they score 3 goals and take a 1-goal lead into the second period. Larry and I will be back for the third period here on Hockey TV. Scott Nason back at Pullar Stadium here in the second intermission. And what a second period it was for the Soo Eagles as they score 3 times in that period and have a 3-2 lead heading in to the third. Recapping the scoring in that second period, again, the Eagles were down 2-0 heading into the period. They would get an early power play. Now, they didn't score on the power play, but really that kind of changed the momentum. They got a lot of good scoring opportunities. Then the Eagles would get a break as Ryan Dax skated around the falling down defender and scored his 5th goal of the season at the 8:39 mark with assists from Jake Lamberty and Mikey Butcher. That cut the Rayside lead to 2-1, and then Brett Morich would score an unassisted goal, his 4th of the season at the 13:01 mark to tie the game at 2. And then Caleb Wood, a rocket shot, top corner, underneath the crossbar. His 17th of the season with an assist from Kobe Keller. And that's where we sit right now. The Soo Eagles leading Rayside Balfour by a score of 3-2. Shots on goal in that second period, 22 for the Eagles. A two-period total of 36. 8 for Rayside Balfour. A two-period total of 20. Other games going on in the NOJHL tonight. It is final. The Sioux Thunderbirds fall to Kirkland Lake. Big win for the Gold Miners as they defeat the Thunderbirds by the score of 2-1. The T-Birds, or rather the Gold Miners, will be here tomorrow night to take on the Eagles. Powassan, they get a big win as they defeat Timmins by the score of 2-0, and Hearst over Cochrane by the score of 4-2. So what that does to the standings out east is Hearst looks like they're going to win. They'll have 69 points. Kirkland Lake will now be in second all by themselves at 65. Timmins, not playing tonight, will stay at 63 along with Cochrane, and Powassan will move up to 62 points, so that race continues in the East. And, of course, the Eagles, with the win tonight, can move into third place all by themselves because the Blind River-Elliott Lake game postponed due to some roof issues in Elliott Lake. Joined once again by Larry Pozzebon. Well, Poz, you couldn't have drawn up that period any better for the Soo Eagles. They score 3 goals. They lead by 1. Your thoughts?
Well, good second period. But the turning point, they always say, what was the turning point in the game? Right now, the turning point in the game was the Eagles had the power play. Because they weren't doing anything prior to that in the second period. They controlled the power play. The puck never left the opposition's in blue line, and they had a lot of shots on goal. They at the end of the period, they shot 22 pucks at the goalie. Now, that gave them some momentum. And then, again, a nice goal by, was it Dax, eh?
Yeah.
Well, and then it almost like the floodgates didn't open, but the gates opened for the Eagles. They didn't hit any goal posts because they haven't been having any luck in that. They've been hitting the back of the net, and that's what counted right there in the second period. And they controlled. They got a little worrisome at the in spots near the end of the second period, but they prevailed and they come out of there. Like I said, they needed to win this period, but they had to win by at least 2 goals to tie it up while they went to 3 to go ahead. So now they got to win this period or take this period as a tie, and then they'll win the game.
Lake Superior State University trailing at Northern Michigan by the score of 4-2. That one late in the third period, so it looks like the Lakers are going to lose that one and fall out of second place as Bowling Green is leading Bemidji State. Tulane Roads by the score of 2-0 in the second period, and the Sioux Greyhounds have gone up on the Kitchener Rangers by the score of 3-2. That one early in the third period as Keegan Haudashell is 39th goal of the season. Boy, is he having a year. Nice overage player for him, man.
Really, yeah. Good keep for the Greyhounds.
Boy, I guess.
Now I guess I missed some excitement up here.
Boy, you got that right.
I saw it coming down the stairs there.
You did.
I'm sure. I have to say, I stopped and talked to the Quinn family.
Yep, they're over across the way.
Yeah, and I told them, I says, I had the camera out to find you guys after the period, but you weren't there. Now I know you're up here.
Yep.
We missed each other in transition.
All right, we got them on the camera, Larry, so go ahead and explain. We got Linda there in front.
Linda and Chris,
the guy.
Kyle's mom and dad.
Yep.
And there's Aunt Megan.
Yep. Aunt Megan just sat down.
And Cousin Amanda.
Yep, Cousin Amanda.
Yeah. Now, we have to say hello, shout out to Nana and Papa Quinn. Enjoy, and they're in Venice, Florida.
Oh.
And Nana, enjoy that Manhattan.
Oh, Manhattan.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. My grandma used to be a Manhattan drinker herself. Love the Manhattans. Good stuff. Now a quick shot there. Plamondon with the save. Eagles on the power play to start this third period.
That's right, too.
Now the Canadians with the puck. Hatanaka. Pass up to Crassie. Crassie across the blue line. Crassie in. Shot up high. Save by Brancato. Rebound.
Good control by Brancato to cover that corner.
Picked up by Blair. Now Blair with the puck. Pass. Off the stick of Clark and shot down the ice by the Canadians.
I don't think Clark was expecting that pass there. That's why Eagles lost possession.
Morich with the puck for the Eagles. Rink wide pass. Connects there to Dax. Now Woods. Over to Butcher, rather. Jensen out there. Now Butcher's shot. Blocker save there by Plamondon. Puck over in the far boards. Eagles still on the power play. Quinn over to Butcher. Deflected. That one goes high over the net. Wood on the rebound. Now Jensen over to Hanwall. Hanwall. Butcher. Butcher to Quinn. Now back to Butcher. Butcher with the wrister. That goes off the glove of Plamondon over to Quinn. Quinn still has the puck.
Eagles have nobody in front of the net.
Quinn over to Butcher. Now Butcher to Quinn. Back to Butcher. Butcher to Quinn.
Shooting. They got to start shooting.
Quinn to Butcher. His shot, save, rebound. Puck loose, taken there by the Canadians. They'll shoot it down the ice, and that'll do it for the power play. Now Hanwall across the blue line. Plays it off the boards. Over to Mooney. Now Linema. Center ice. Canadians with it. Sare with the shot. Pad save there by Brancato. Now here's a chance in front of shot, and Brancato makes the save. Linema didn't get a lot on it, but he got enough, and forcing Brancato to make the save.
That was almost going through the 5-hole there. Brancato come on. Good thing he didn't get enough on it, and Brancato came across and stopped it.
Larry, you put up a very good number for our attendance challenge, 575. I struggle with it. I went with my gut and said lower. Larry, what was our attendance tonight?
579.
Oh, well, you earned that one, and you take a 2
What
game lead.
the out-of-town people saying?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I think they're all here.
Oh.
At least the ones that wanted to play normally do. But that was a good guess. I give you full marks, Larry, for that guess.
Thank
you.
you.
Earned that victory. There was no collusion. There was no cheating. There was none of that nonsense. Robert Mueller doesn't need to get involved in this, too. You earned it, my friend.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Now Roth gets it across the blue line. Here's a chance. Dax shot, save. Roth over at the far corner. Back to the point. Quick shot. That goes wide. Lamberty with the puck. Gets it to Dax. Dax in a shot. Save. Rebound. Goes to the Canadians. This line's been effective tonight, Larry. Now here's Dax with the puck. Clark at center ice. Clark across the blue line. Poke checked away by the Canadians. Linema. Now Linema still has the puck in his own zone. Fancy stick work there. And Krasse couldn't pick up the puck. Now intercepted by Lamberty. Across the blue line. Now Mooney with the puck for the Canadians. Lamberty knocked him off the puck. Now Strauss has it. It's Lamberty. He's just a pesky player out there, Larry.
He works hard,
he sure does. Now here's Strauss in front. Bouncing puck goes behind the net. Rebound, puck loose, and the net loose as well.
There's you know what? This is the 5th helmet that the Eagles have knocked off their head now. There's got to be a reason for that.
So face off to the right of Plamondon. Back to the point. Quick shot. Save. Plamondon over to the Eagles. Now that one back to center. Shot back into the Canadians' end. Now that one shot back out. Shots 41-23 in favor of the Eagles. Definitely can't say the Eagles aren't shooting the puck tonight, Larry. They are.
Well, remember we said that, hey, shoot, anything can happen?
Yep.
Well, it happened in the second period.
Puck at center ice. Hatanaka with it. Across the blue line. Hatanaka and shot up high. Save. Brancato. Puck goes back to center ice.
This is where the Eagles have to be careful in their own zones. The third period now, you only have a 1 goal.
Clark across the blue line. Puck still loose. Been interesting if that one would have gone in, what they would have called. Probably a hand pass.
He wasn't hand passing. He hand passed it to himself.
Okay.
And the puck went to the goaltender, so why should the faceoff come outside? It's a goaltender save.
Face off outside the blue line.
All right.
15:28 to play in this third period. Eagles with a 1-goal lead. Butcher with the puck in his own zone. Plays it off the boards. Now back into the Canadians' end. These teams will play Sunday night in Chelmsford. The last regular season meeting between these two squads. However, they could meet in the playoffs at some point. Now here's Blair in the slot. Blair with a shot, save, rebound.
There it
and
is.
A goal!
The rebound.
Dominic Scarella on the rebound on the shot by Brendan Blair. And the Eagles take a 2-goal lead. It's 4-2 with 5 minutes gone by in this third period. Big rebound, big goal for the Eagles.
Yes, that was one they capitalized on again.
So it's 4-2 in favor of the home team. 4 straight goals scored by the Eagles here in this contest. We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter. We know Scarella with the goal. Blair will get an assist.
Goal scored by number 14, Dominic Scarella. Assist number 7.
7, Bob. Brendan Blair. Now here come the Eagles again. Praisner with it. Shot and a save there, Plamondon. Bob's still trying to figure out the assist.
Assist number 7, Brendan Blair.
Told you that
and
already.
number 4, Mike Butcher.
So
The time of the
Butcher
goal.
and Blair get the assists, and it's 4-2 Eagles. Face off to the right of Plamondon. Was definitely been the busier of the netminders tonight, Larry.
He has been, yes, starting that second period.
Eagles with the puck. Roth over to Strauss. Down the near side, Lamberty. Eagles with the puck, now taken there by the Canadians. Mooney. Now Linema has it, center ice. Linema gets around one. Linema, nice poke check there by Strauss. And that one flipped to center. Strauss chases it down. Strauss back, shot, Dax, save, rebound. Goes right to Plamondon, and he will hold. And Larry, you mentioned it, talking about the Eagles wanting to get third place. If they win this game in regulation, they'll be 6 points behind Rayside Balfour with a game in hand. They play Kirkland Lake tomorrow night. They win that one, 4 points. Then they play Rayside, so they could be within 2 points of second place.
It's there.
So it's there for the taking. And it helps when the team you're chasing, you play twice.
As long as you beat them twice.
Still a lot of work to do here.
You're right. This one's not over yet.
No, it's not. Now a chance in front of
There
shot.
it is.
And a goal!
That's Schreier, I think.
Owen Shire gets the 5th straight goal for the Soo Eagles. And they lead by the score of 5-2 with 13:51 to play in the third period.
His mother's here. I had her on camera after the second period.
She was jumping up and down over there. And
there she is, yeah. Right behind the Quinn family.
Yep. And Rayside, the bench just kind of looks shell-shocked right now. They don't really know what's going on. It's been all Eagles here.
That was 1 minute and 9 seconds after the last goal.
Give Bob a few minutes to recuperate there. Here he goes.
Eagle goal scored by number 20, Owen Shire. Assist number 6, Charlie Hanswall. And number 2, Cameron Parrott.
So Hanwell and Parrott get the assists. So again, Eagles getting balanced scoring tonight, Larry, from a lot of guys that don't score a lot of goals this year. Now here's Crassy with it, a shot. Save there, Brancato, and he'll hold. As the Eagles with a 5-2 lead here in this third period.
That was Rob, you watched that one. That was a quick catch because he cross-gloved that one, yeah. Instead of using the blocker on that, a faster shot would have gotten by him. So, yeah, but he went across with the glove on that. He controlled it. He stopped it, but.
Now another penalty on Rayside Balfour, so.
This has got to be a bench minor. I missed it. On Sportsman? Oh, I missed it. Okay, thank you.
That goal by Scarella, his 14th of the season, and Shire's goal, his 5th. And that's another thing the Eagles are doing well tonight, Larry. Very disciplined hockey out there.
Yes.
Not doing anything silly, for lack of a better term. Although I like silly. Quite
Which
honest.
we do sometimes.
Yes, we do.
Canadian penalty to number 9, Zachary Snow. 2 minutes slashing.
So Snow, the slashing call. Eagles on their third power play. Scarella moves in his shot.
Oh, he
hit
just
the
missed.
side of the net. Goes wide. Shots 46-25 Eagles here. The win tonight, they will be in third place all by themselves. 2 points ahead of Blind River and 6 points behind second place Rayside. Eagles with the puck.
They're still setting up. Guys are changing right now. Okay, now they got their second unit on that they want.
Here's Quinn across the blue line. Quinn with the puck.
Oh.
The Eagles player falls down. That was Hanwall.
But it came to Butcher, though. He's all right.
Butcher, Hanwall. Hanwall back to the point. Quinn over in the far corner. 50 seconds left on the power play. Quinn over to Butcher. Butcher to Quinn. Quinn moves in the slot. Shot, save, rebound.
Goal.
And a goal! Caleb Wood, I think, is going to get his second goal of the night. And that's going to be it, I think, for Plamadon. He's getting the heck out of there.
Yeah, Wood. It is Wood.
And so the Eagles are running away with this one now, leading by the score of 6-2, as we will have a goaltending change, and David Bowen will get between the pipes for the Rayside Balfour Canadians, and just the Eagles have just been all over them the last period and a half. Stephen, the assistant coach for Rayside, may not want to come up here anymore after this. Things have unraveled.
12, Caleb Wood. Assist, number 13, Kyle Quinn. Time of the goal, 11:56.
So Wood from Quinn, and it's 6-2 Eagles. Now back to center ice. Lamberty's got Dax streaking to the net. Lamberty, poke checked away by Mongeon. 11:20 to play in this third period. Eagles have scored 6 straight goals after trailing 2-0 after 1. And they've dominated this game. Roth at center ice. Shoots it in. Bowen, the netminder now for the Rayside Balfour Canadians out of Markham, Ontario. Of course, the son of the radio broadcaster Joe Bowen. Now here's Strauss with it. Strauss puts the puck behind the net. Lamberty to Praisner. Now Praisner hit the crossbar early in the first period. Nice moves by Praisner.
Getting a penalty called on him, against him, I mean. Praisner handled that puck very well, and there's that number 77, I think, might be going in, because he's going to the bench, but he doesn't know he's going to have 2 minutes hooking. Already down? Okay, I missed the number then.
10:43 to play in this
number 12
third period. So Sare will get the penalty. Eagles on their fourth power play. Rayside yet to go on one tonight.
Did the Eagles get a power play? No, they haven't got a power play goal, have they?
No, they're 0 for 3.
I thought maybe I missed something with all those goals going on.
Now here's Clark at the point. His shot misses the net. Canadians now could have a break. Nice job by Blair to get back quickly. Had a knock over there for the Canadians. Rayside with it.
To number 12, Noah Siri, 2 minutes, hooking.
So hooking the call on Sare.
We'll get back in net.
Chance in front, goes through the slot. Eagles with the puck. Center ice, Blair. On the near side, that's Keller. Keller over to Scarella. Scarella across the blue line, Keller in. Kind of lost the puck there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to the front and shooting, but
now Blair.
Stick handled himself.
Shot in front, blocked in front, and shot down the ice off the rail, and Brancato will stop it. 9:40 to play in this third period. 6-2 Eagles. Caleb Wood with a pair of goals for the home team. Now Wood across the blue line. Fanned on the shot, now shoots it down low. Jensen over in the far corner. Down the near side boards. Eagles with it. Glove down by Mongeon, and he'll flip it to center and down the ice. Quinn chases that one. 25 seconds left on the Eagles' power play. Here's Quinn across the blue line. Wraps it off the boards. Over to Morich. Now here's a chance for the Eagles. Rather, that's Wood. Back to the point, Butcher. Now the near side, Quinn. 5 seconds left on the power play. Quinn with the puck. Shot blocked. And the Rayside player should come out of the bench here. Penalty bench, I should say. And Canadians back at full strength. That one shot down the ice, and we'll have an icing call while we have a moment, Larry. Let's see if we have a final in from the WCHA, as it looks like the Lakers are going to lose, as they are trailing Northern Michigan 4-2 with a minute left in the third period. And the Sioux Greyhounds also in action, down in Kitchener, or down and over in Kitchener. And now the Hounds trail Kitchener by the score of 4-3. Back and forth we go in that one. Whoa. 8:25 to play in this third period, 6-2 Eagles. Now here's Wood going for the hat trick. Bowen way out of his net. Wood stops the puck, puts a shot on.
What
Bowen
a save Bowen made out there.
Nice job there.
That was going right to hand wall. Open net he had.
A couple Canadian players collide. That was Linema and Sare, and Linema is slow going back to the bench. Looked like he might have collided knees with Sare. Now the Eagles player, nice job there. Schwab, you can do that in your own zone.
Yes, can handle a puck like that.
That one will be flipped high along the near boards. Lavallee with it. Shot blocked by Morich. The other thing the Eagles have done well, Larry, is they haven't allowed a lot of shots since the first period. Rayside with just 27. Now Clark shoots it in. Bouncing puck along the boards. Dupuis. Now here's Hatanaka across the blue line. Hatanaka centering chance. That one goes through the slot over to the far point. Lamberty.
We haven't had our timeout yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
Official timeout or media timeout or whatever you want to call it.
Call it either one. Puck goes back, and the Rayside and Eagles will be at home tomorrow night.
That's going to be icy.
Taking on Kirkland Lake. Larry and I will have the call of that one. Gold Miners already have won tonight. They defeat the Thunderbirds by the score of 2-1.
I have a few more sponsors here. We got 7 minutes left here. Hank's Body Shop and Auto Sales, Tanglewood Marsh Golf Course, Sioux Dental Associates, Johnson Auto Body Shop, and Goulier's Body Shop. They do painting. And Realty Executives, Castle Alliance, and All Phase Electric. And that's it.
Face-off control by the Canadians. Crassy plays it off the boards to Butcher. Clark with it. These teams will play each other Sunday night in Chelmsford. You can catch that one on Hockey TV with our friends from the greater Sudbury area.
This is, Eagles with 3 games in a row, but the fortunate thing for them is they're only doing one traveling, They're not like 3 games on the road.
Right.
They're 2 at home and 1 on the road. So,
Snow shot. That one goes high behind the net. Chance in front for the Canadians. McGlade over far corner. Leishman. Now the Eagles have it. They'll clear it to center. Mongeon across the blue line. Chance for the Canadians. Shot up high. Save by Brancato. Along the near board, Snow with it. Now Snow shot, gloved down again by Brancato, and he'll hold with 6 minutes exactly to play here in the third period, Larry. It looks like the Eagles are going to win this one, get 2 points, and go into third place by themselves.
On that last shot there, just at the last moment, the 2 Eagle players in front split, and Brancato was able to see the shot come through. The Eagles player just moved, saw the shot. The only thing I left out today in our commercials was our souvenir desk out in front.
Yeah.
There's pucks, hats, jerseys, hoodies, the finger. What do you call those rubber?
Foam fingers?
Foam fingers, yes, they have that there. And then the snack bar. Well, none of us, Rob, you didn't get a Polar burger that you did? You got chicken.
I got popcorn tonight.
Popcorn. I got a chocolate bar because I had a late lunch today, so... Wow, they didn't make any money on us tonight.
They did.
Oh, yeah, a couple of drinks that we had also. Your pop and my,
yes,
my
exactly.
Pepsi.
Yes, yep.
They're a sponsor in here.
Want
Okay.
to say hello to Don, Stephanie, and Chloe Supa. They were at the first two periods. They just got back home just now.
Oh, yeah, because they were up here after the first. Yeah, I
Yep.
said hello to them. I was telling the daughter there, I said, you should have been on the ice in the first period. The Eagles could have used you.
Plays
Yeah. She went hiding behind her dad's leg.
Plays her last game on Monday. Budding superstar of hockey in the area. Now a chance in front. Linema shot. That one blocked by Schwab. Over in the far corner, Linema. Linema back to the point. Willard. Now the Eagles break it up. Here's Wood with it. Lost the puck. Now it's center ice. Roth shoots it in. Willard with it. 5:30 to play in the third period. Been a pretty tame affair, Larry. Not a whole lot of nastiness in this game at all. Not quite like the Rayside team we've seen over the past few years. This is not maybe.
Oh, there's one right there.
As I say that, player gets hooked.
That was Jensen. You got right in front of the referee there. Zing.
So how about this, Larry? The Eagles are about to go on their 5th power play. Rayside yet to go on one, and I don't think there's. And granted, there's still 5 minutes left. Now here's a chance.
There it is.
And a goal.
Schwab. Alex Schwab cheated in from the point.
So they heard that one all the way in Hanoi, Vietnam, as Sven Schwab watching that amongst the Fox News crew waiting for the summit from President Trump and the Rocket Man. Well, that was a rocket by Schwab at 7-2.
It was a wrist shot, too. Like he says, I'm putting that in there. Good for him. Good for all these guys tonight.
Yeah.
Scoring just spread around. That's what you like on a team.
Well, Lamberty and Crassley having some words. I don't know if they're going to, maybe they're just having a conversation there.
Scored by number 17, Alex Schwab. Assist, number 18, Raf Preisner, and number 21, Riley Jensen.
So Jensen and Preisner get the assists on the goal by Schwab, and it's 7-2. Shots 49-30 in favor of the Eagles. Now puck at center ice. Eagles, after this victory, will move 2 points ahead of Blind River Idle tonight. And I believe Blind River does not play tomorrow night as well. I'll have to check the schedule for tomorrow night's games. Yeah, they do not play tomorrow, Larry, so the Eagles could really put themselves in a good position with the win against Kirkland Lake tomorrow. They'd be 4 points up on Blind River and only 4 points behind Rayside because Rayside doesn't play tomorrow as well. Then they play Rayside Sunday, so it's a big part of the season for the Eagles. It is,
right now. This final week, boy, it's juggling for position.
Sure is. They're definitely getting the job done here tonight, as well, you could put these second and third periods up against about any two this year, and you'd be hard-pressed to find any better for the Eagles. As they lead by the score of 7-2. All smiles on the Eagles bench tonight, Larry. Not a whole lot you can complain about. Now Leishman gets knocked down. You're just waiting for the Eagles to get a penalty at some point.
Well, not only that, I'm just waiting for something nasty to happen, which I really don't want to see, but sometimes things like this do.
Now the Canadians with it. Maltese shot. That deflects wide. Over to Hanwall. Bouncing puck. Now it's center ice. Eagles still skating hard out there. Now look out. They got almost too many men on the ice there. Now the Eagles with it. Morich dumps it in the Canadian zone. 3 minutes to play in the third period. So this will be the last time we see Rayside here at Pullar Stadium for the regular season, but there is a very likely chance we could be seeing them in a few weeks here during the playoff season. Sorry with the puck. Gets knocked around there by Roth.
Ooh.
Now here's Lavallee with the shot. Misses the net. Goes all the way to center ice. 2:40 to play. Lavallee, Morich, Roth on the end boards, picked up by Folk. Now the Eagles with it. Morich, pass just out of the reach of Wood. He wants that hat trick. That one will go off the glass. right beside the Rayside bench. Lavallee, center ice, broken up by the Eagles. Now Lavallee has it. Poke checked away again. Wood with it. Wood in. Wood. Pass. Jensen. Shot. Save. Rebound. Puck still loose. And credit Wood there, Larry.
He wasn't greedy. Yeah, he wasn't selfish. He moved that puck over.
That's good to see. I like that. Out of town, Hearst has beaten Cochrane by the score of 5-2. All games final besides this one. Thunderbirds lose to Kirkland Lake 2-1, and Powassan over Timmins by the score of 2-0. Well, Larry, a big response for the Eagles in that second period, scoring those 3 goals, and, well, they've kept the momentum going, scoring 4. And they're going to have this kind of effort tomorrow night against a very good Kirkland Lake team.
Yeah, we just defeated the Thunderbirds tonight. Yeah, whatever Coach LeBrod said. That's the second time that I can recall that after the first period he went and said something to them, and they came out and responded just the way he wanted them to.
Yeah, bottle that up and say it again. As we have 1:30 left here in the third period, I believe the Lakers have lost that game at Northern Michigan by the score of 4-2. We'll try to get one more Greyhounds score here, Larry, as we have 2 minutes left in the third. Kitchener still leading the Hounds 4-3. As we have a big hit over at the far boards. And Larry, I can't remember many games that we have done where the Eagles have had 0 penalties. Or at least, I should say, the other team has had 0 power play opportunities. They did have that one roughing minor, I believe Wood there, where Sare got the double minor, but no power plays for Rayside. And got to be honest, I don't think there's been many chances for the Eagles to really get a penalty that would give them the power play.
No, you're correct on all points there.
Thank you. Face-off controlled by the Eagles. Lots of parents here this weekend, Parents Weekend, and they are going to...
You got the land parents and the home parents.
We have some happy parents tonight.
Yeah, really.
The Quinn family has a house, but they didn't want me to give out the address. Never know who might show up when we get that out.
You talking to me?
You're talking to me, exactly. So, Eagle goal scorers tonight, Caleb Wood with a pair of goals for the Sioux Eagles. Ryan Dax, Brett Morich, Dominic Scarella, Owen Shire, and Alex Schwab, the other goal scorers for the Eagles, with 30 seconds to play. So the Eagles, again, big hit there, Lamberty and Hatanaka.
Yeah.
As Lamberty just does not let up. It doesn't matter if it's 7-2 or 17-2.
He just got tripped down the end there, right in front of the referee, and the referee looked at the referee for a penalty, and the referee didn't.
Eagles trying to get one more goal.
Yeah, this is where
be careful out there.
This is where I don't like, like the 7-2. Just hold on to the puck, Eagles.
So the Eagles down 2-0 after one period of play, score 7 straight goals, and will win this game by the score of 7-2. For our cameraman Rob Horn and color commentator Larry Pozzebon, Scott Nason signing off from Pullar Stadium. We'll be back tomorrow night as the Sioux Eagles will take on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. We'll have the pregame show at 6:45 with the opening face-off at 7. And don't forget, if you want to hear the podcast of this game, you can do so by tomorrow morning by going to thegamesportshow.com. Paz, thanks for joining us, and a big win for the Eagles tonight.
Good, thank you.
And
good
that'll
night,
do
folks.
it. Yeah, good night. Have a good night, everyone.